Local Gods. My name is Marco Liu.
And I'm James Han.
And today we have the honor of having Domo Vang, dating coach, relationship guru, Bay Area girl, right? That's where you're from, right, Domo?
I just moved to San Francisco 6 months ago.
Okay, all right. Well,
So I'll claim it.
okay, for sure, for sure. Well, to start off, I have to ask, seeing all your content, what's the secret behind the hair, girl? Because your hair game is impressive. I'm sure you get that all the time. What is the secret? What's your treatment?
I actually do have a secret.
Okay, what is it?
Okay. For all my girlies out there or guys, I like to dry my hair with a towel. You know how in movies sometimes you see the girls, they
Like a
have
turban?
the little turban.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you dry it like up, it'll stay up. So that's the secret.
Oh, like Marge Simpson type of
Yes.
thing? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I try to keep that as long as I can.
Okay,
Nice.
and then Domo Vang.
Yes.
I think I know what your ethnicity is, and sometimes I know that people don't know. Should we play the what type of Asian are you game?
We can, as you, I think there's some loose hairs. Maybe you want to.
Oh, thank you.
Yep,
Thank you.
yep.
My hair is a blessing and a curse.
Nice. See,
Okay.
we try to be conscientious, thoughtful men here.
These are gentlemen, green flags, guys.
Hey, I like it. I like
nice.
it.
Okay.
Well, how about this? Do you want to guess first? Because I think I know for damn sure what your ethnicity is.
So guess your guys' ethnicity?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do it. Okay.
Guess our race.
I think only the Asians can do this, right? Or can other races also do it with?
Respectfully. You
Yeah,
could do
yeah, yeah.
respectfully.
Hey, it's chill. It's not that big a deal. Oh, I see.
Okay. Let's start with you.
Sure.
So Korean?
I get that a lot.
Oh, it's
the beard?
The facial hair, yeah. It's very like nice and trim.
Oh, thank
yeah.
you. Okay.
Okay.
Not Korean.
Okay, how many guesses do we get?
3.
Yeah,
Three.
it's 3. Yeah.
Okay, let's guess Chinese.
I'll say yes because it depends on who you ask. My parents are from Taiwan.
Oh,
Depending on who you ask and why, yes or no. So yeah.
okay, so Taiwanese.
Yeah, I'm good with Chinese or Taiwanese. Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
very good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ding, 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 ding. All right.
Ooh, winner.
All right, my turn. Go.
Okay. I feel that you were different. I will say, you give me more like southeastern vibes.
You get that a lot too.
Oh,
That's
so it's not
fascinating.
But like, just give me a country.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
one of those, yeah.
Are you like
Southeast? Laotian, okay. 1.
He's gotten that before. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Second chance.
Are you Korean?
Yes.
Yes.
Correct,
Okay.
correct.
Do you see
Okay.
it now?
I do. Yes, I do.
Nice.
Yes, I feel like I see it in the hair, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, I get Laos, Laotian. I get that a lot. I
Yeah.
don't know why.
Interesting.
I think.
I'm a little more tan, but I feel like I'm not that tan anymore. No? Am I still tan?
Maybe it's the tats. Tats could be a factor. But I don't know if a Lao guy would get those type of tats.
It's true. There's a little too art. I don't know, it's kind of artsy.
Hey, no stereotypes. But
Yeah.
okay, you guess what our guest's ethnicity is first, and then I'll guess, and you tell which one of us is.
Dang. Okay. Wait, but I can't ask questions, huh? I just have to
Yeah,
cold
she
guess?
just asked,
Dang. Okay.
and then we can do a second round if we don't get it.
Okay. Vietnamese.
I'm not.
No.
I know that's the hot guess.
I mean, no. I feel like
The
you are.
Bay Area. And all
Yeah.
that. I'll say it with my chest. I think you're Hmong.
That's the one.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
H Hmong.
H
But
Hmong.
it's
H
actually
Hmong.
pronounced Hmong, right?
Yes, they just
Yeah.
silent. Yes.
Yeah. I actually grew up with some Hmong people. That's the reason why I know. So
Oh.
I have friends with the last name Vang.
Vang.
Yeah. But I wasn't sure if it's Vang or Vong. So yeah.
Yeah.
No.
I'm a little tiny bit Chinese as well, but pretty much Hmong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Oh.
for people out in the internet verse to know, Hmong is a ethnic group that kind of is spread out
Yes.
all over Asia, right? 'Cause so like there's Hmong in China, Vietnam, Laos, right? Anywhere else, or mainly those?
Thailand as well.
Thailand. Okay, yeah.
But that pretty much covers it. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yes.
Do you have folks out in Minnesota? Because I know that's one of the larger populations, right?
Yes, I believe so. I believe Minnesota is one of the highest populations of Hmong people. There's a lot in Fresno, I believe, as well.
Oh.
So yeah. So I'm originally actually from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. That's where I was born and raised.
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, I rep it hard. Mhm.
Wow.
John, why is that funny?
You like PBR?
Oh.
You're so funny.
The PBR, that is like, yeah, that is
Yeah, I guess
Milwaukee
that's a
product,
big
yeah.
export from Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Yes, lots of beer for
Yeah, yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we're well known for alcohol, Wisconsin.
Are you a Packers fan, like Cheesehead? No.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Oh, interesting. I could
Huh.
somehow imagine a cheese head on you right now.
Triangle,
Yeah, I see the
gigantic
triangular
cheese head.
cheese.
It's just seething out of me, just like the Wisconsin. Do you feel it
Wisconsin.
now?
What's
Yeah,
that?
I honestly don't even.
Do you say?
know.
How do you say
Yeah.
apple?
Apple?
Yeah, are there things that you guys like? Well, you guys call whatchamacallit, water fountains bubblers or something,
Oh,
right?
we do, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's the only thing I know. That's all I know.
You wouldn't say apple? No. Is that more of a Michigan thing? That's not a Wisconsin thing.
Possibly. But the one thing that I say is like when I say Wisconsin, I don't know if I'm just doing it now, but whenever I would say it in Arkansas, because I was in Arkansas for 5 years.
You're picking like the most country ass place to live, girl.
Yeah.
Don't ask. I don't know
Okay.
why I did it. I'm just kidding. You can ask. But yes, definitely. But every time I say Wisconsin, people are like, Wisconsin. Like you say like Wisconsin. So that's where people say they can hear an accent.
I was
Yeah.
expecting you to kind of say it, but recall you didn't really say it that way right now. You said
Okay.
Wisconsin. Yeah.
Okay.
Like kind of that Midwestern nasally thing, like type. That's what like the
Yeah.
stereotype is, right?
Supposedly, yes.
Supposedly.
Yes.
So I always like say supposedly because like they say possibly and supposedly think it's
Oh,
supposedly.
supposedly?
Yeah.
Yes.
Whoa.
Okay.
We're making
Yeah.
up words.
For sure. Okay, so Wisconsin by way of Arkansas. Since you brought it up,
Yes.
and then now the Bay. Like, how did this all happen?
Yeah. So Milwaukee, my parents picked, born there.
Aw.
And then my parents, so originally they had their jobs, their corporate jobs. They one day decided that they wanted to quit. They wanted to just go live on a farm and do their own thing. And so now they have a bunch of like cattle and chicken and they just live in Arkansas living their happy lives. And I followed them there. Honestly, it wasn't my favorite spot to live, but I was there for 5 years to be close to family. And so now I'm super excited. And then I decided it was time to move out. So I went straight to the Bay.
Bay Area.
And you chose the Bay because
So originally, okay, so I've had multiple little careers. I've kind of jumped around a little bit. So, long story short, I was an ICU nurse and then I worked in tech. I do a little bit of real estate investing as well. But at the time, I worked in AI as a Scrum Master. So I went to San Francisco in search of a tech job. But long story short, I ended up pivoting and now here we are.
Here we are in Los Angeles.
Wow.
Yes, in LA
Okay.
with you two.
The greatest of all places.
Dang.
To me, at least. Yeah, we found you just from the internets, seeing you not bashing men, not kicking down on these poor guys that can't get any dates, that are stuck at home. You're actually approaching dating and I think men of all ages with, I think, some sympathy and an open-mindedness that I think James thought was like very refreshing. Because usually it's like, the internet is full of like Oxford study, like white male, Asian female. It's just like a huge shit show of anger and jealousy and all that. But you were giving like smart advice that some people might even say is like borderline red pill. Like, what do you think about that? What do you think about the red pill?
Oh, this is a good question. Yes. So I think that's a really good statement. I think that the way I see my content is that it is very results driven. That's how
Okay.
I see my content. And so I think I prioritize that above everything. So I think the reason why I was able to grow so quickly, which initially I don't think was my goal actually. I think I was just posting to post. But I think the reason it grew so quickly is because I think this is what people need. I think they need a little bit of honesty, but not in a way that's hurtful, right? But rather in a way that's helpful. And so I think it's been really beautiful. I felt very honored, actually, that people trust me because I think I'm able to be the translator in a way or shed some light about, hey, this is what the women are actually thinking. Like, there's no
Right.
need to be upset. This is what's happening behind the scenes, behind the curtain. So I hope you can understand. So that's kind of how I approach it, I think. And I feel bad, like I do. Like, I feel bad for some of these guys. And it's like, it's not that hard. I just think, like, they just need to know. Like, women and men speak two entirely different languages. I mean, I literally think there was a book written on this, that the vernacular we use is entirely different. Just the way that we were raised to, you know, maybe men were told to speak more definitively. Women are kind of told to just speak a little bit around the bush, you know, like speak around the bush and not exactly say how they feel. And so we were just raised differently. And so I try to uncover what each gender is actually trying to say.
You're familiar with the book Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus?
That may be the book.
That's like a pretty popular book, I believe. Yeah.
It's so wild because it's like a vague notion, but that, like, when I was a kid, like back in the 90s, like people like that was like, have you heard of Chicken Soup for the Soul?
Oh, it sounds so
like
familiar.
It's like all that stuff is from that 90s era. Like those things were very popular back then. So it's so interesting to be like, oh yeah, I've heard of that. Like there was
For being such an old book, there's still a lot of enduring principles or things that help people. I mean, you're referencing it today, like to this day, you know?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, very true. Yes. I'll have to double check that book. Yeah.
Sick. Nice.
So why do you think like your voice is so unusual or rare compared to what is mainstream out there, right? Because there's so much, like going back to the idea of red pill, like my understanding of the red pill is like it's very, I won't say all red pills is like men's rights, but it's almost like for sure a reaction to modern day feminism or the perception of modern day feminism where I'll put it in my own language. I think what's often frustrating for a lot of men is that they will see the rhetoric that a lot of women spout online is like essentially women can do no wrong. And even when women do wrong, they should be allowed to act with impunity. Meaning women could do whatever they want and they should be allowed to do whatever they want because of masculinity, male chauvinism, patriarchy. And we as a society have to be cool with it. And I think that interaction is especially toxic when it comes to Asian American men who already have their masculinity in a very precarious situation. So your content seems very unusual and even like flying in the face of what people see normally online or just in general in everyday life. Why do you think you're doing your thing and it's so different?
So I think that not to toot my own horn, it's such an interesting question. No, I love this question. I think that like we're all stuck in our bubbles, right? Everyone, like we have our own experiences. So I could come online and I could say women this and women that, and ladies listen to me about being a woman, and that's one thing. But every other woman is doing that, you know, because that's their experience. And same thing about men. That's kind of the red pill movement. Like this is being a man. This is with this and this and this. But instead, I'm on here like, hey guys, this is what I think you could do that would help you, you know. And so I think I found from a content angle, I think I found a niche that is not quite filled. I think I've found a gap essentially. In terms of the red pill movement, okay, that's a bigger question. Maybe let's break that one apart a bit. How should we break this apart to begin with?
Do you encounter a lot of people that will just say like, I'm red pill?
Ain't nobody talking like that. Nobody's talking like that. Yeah. That's crazy.
So I feel like James has more interaction with young kids that might be exposed to that on a regular basis. So maybe how would you phrase it?
I mean, red pillars. I mean, a lot of high school kids are getting maybe not as much as it used to be maybe like a year or 2 years ago. But a lot of these high schoolers are getting, you know, the Andrew Tate type content. And I think it really depends on what kind of household you're raised in, what kind of people you're around. Because these kids would say, yeah, we see that content. We know it's crazy, but there are a lot of our peers who start believing that and start behaving in strange ways, you know? So you see a lot of kids being influenced by it and, you know, they have no experience dealing with girls or being outside and they just see this and assume this is reality. And I don't know, it's this weird like feedback loop. It's kind of like this own little silo echo chamber that it becomes, you know? And I don't know, once you have an interaction with a lady who's actually kind to you, you know, shows you respect and you're able to respond in, you know, mutual respect and care, then like your whole world starts to change. But for these high schoolers, I don't know. A lot of them are kind of stuck in this weird like echo chamber, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
So to begin with, I totally understand the frustration growing up, like, of course, like everyone has had struggles in dating. So I totally understand the frustration that some of these guys have. But I think that they have to be careful and not to be preachy. I don't ever want to be preachy, but yes, like some of the red pill movement content is dangerous, right? Some of it is extremely like, hate women, you're in charge, don't listen to her, you are always the man and the leader. And as someone who is very comfortable leading, following, like as the woman, I prefer that the man leads actually myself. I think that they have to be careful with what they listen to, because even with myself, guys, be careful. Just always, like, especially with social media, people have to be polarizing at times in order for things to go viral. So always use your brain. You guys are smart. And so don't just believe everything you see online, because all of it is purposefully polarizing sometimes.
It's rage baity on purpose,
yes,
for sure.
Yes. And so as far as the red pill movement, also, I think it's important to decide what leaders you want to follow. So how do I say this?
Just say it. Just say it.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. People like Andrew Tate, for example, like, sure, I'm sure there are things that he says that are great. Actually, there are some things that are great, right? But even a broken clock is right 2 times a day, right? And so you just always have to take things with measure, and you have to look at these people and say, okay, what are the things that they have done? What are things that they haven't done? And then you have to think, okay, is this the kind of lifestyle that I'd want to live, considering all the bad things as well? And just, use your brain and really think critically about, like, is this a good person?
What's like the most extreme or wild thing that people have messaged you about, asking for advice on, or what's, like a mindset that they have that you're like, I can't believe people think like this?
So let's see. I don't want to say too much, as I do.
These are clients, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, it doesn't have to be your client. Oh, okay. I was just thinking maybe not a client, but okay. Yeah. Just a story that you were like, oh, wow, I can't believe someone actually believes this.
So I get 2 banks of people. I get guys who are maybe a little bit too aggressive, and then I get guys who are a little bit too passive. And so on both ends of the spectrum, I'm always like, oh gosh, there's a lot to unpack here.
What's too aggressive? Let's start there.
Okay, so in a general sense, right? Sometimes I have clients who are maybe perhaps a little bit too far in the red pill movement, right? So maybe they are too,
like demanding?
Too demanding, too decisive, too quick to assume that somebody is willing to do something when maybe they're not, or too quick to assume a sale, to put it in sales terms. And so I think that my job for those people are to rein it back and say, hey, listen, it's really important that you make this person feel safe. Like, for your benefit, for her benefit, you need to back all the way up right now. And so, because it's not working for you. Like, literally, like, you're not getting the results you want, one. And number 2, you're driving all these people away. And so for those people, that's kind of the advice that I go with there. But that's not even the difficult part. The difficult part for me is not identifying the problem. It's working with people to make sure that we can fix it in a way that essentially like sticks with them after this call, right? And so, or in a way that like permeates through like the way that they're thinking and the way that they have thought their whole lives. And so that's been the biggest thing. But it's very rewarding for me. It's very fun. It's fun to see people like get better and do better and have a happier life and text me, Tomo, oh my God, like, thank you so much. Like, things are so different. And it just makes me so happy. I feel so honored. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's great.
I think knowing too that you, so you were saying that you come from an ICU nurse background, as well as the data background. So you have 2, like, seemingly like on the polar opposite spectrums of human interaction and commerce. But I think the 2 things meld together very well to create what you do, right? Because you have to have bedside manner and be able to read people as an effective nurse, right? And then also be able to understand data and be able to understand like the I'll just straight up say guys that are on the spectrum where they might not perceive emotions and escalation, all that. Like you understand a little bit like how like a machine can try to learn how to be human, right?
Yeah.
How did you stumble into this space already? Like, have you always been like have you been the advisor to girlfriends or guy friends that are having relationship issues? Like, how did you get into this very specific niche of content
Yeah.
that you do very well in, by the way? Your content is very engaging.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. So I think it's been a large variety of things. I think my life has kind of accumulated to this moment, actually.
Culmination.
Yes.
Dating coach.
All of it has stacked together.
Wow.
Yes. So yes, I've given a lot of advice. I've always just kind of been that person, I think, to give advice to my guy friends, my girlfriends. I'm actually the oldest child of 5.
Wow.
Yes. And so
Very Hmong as well.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a very Hmong family experience. Yeah.
Yes. We excuse me, we adopted my sister, but
Oh,
so
nice.
that's
Okay.
Very
yes, my
cool.
parents
Yeah.
were busy, but not
Yeah.
too busy. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
why I
yeah,
mentioned
yeah.
that.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
got it.
Okay.
But so yes, I am the oldest. By the next oldest is 8 years apart from me. So I think growing up, I've always been monitoring like everything. Okay, is everything running correctly? Kind of like the second mom
Yeah,
figure.
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think that has had been a big proponent of why I think I am the way I am. I think I've always been monitoring everyone around me. Always. I'm like, okay, what is this person feeling? What is this person feeling?
Like have a folder of their like current status. Almost.
Yes, in my brain, it's always open. Yes. So, yes, ICU nursing as well. You have to have bedside manner. I was also an OR nurse, so same thing there.
Wow.
Oh.
And so, yeah, I think this has all kind of accumulated to where I am today. In terms of, I think a lot of being a dating coach is just being very aware of like little minute signals, and a lot of it I also think is about pattern recognition.
Sure.
And so I think I've just gotten good at that.
Ooh, I have a question that I've been wanting to ask. Like when you meet, like, because you have guy clients and lady clients, or is it mostly?
Mostly male, but yes, I do have female clients as well.
So with at least guys, what are things that you're usually suggesting to build a guy's confidence? Because that I feel like is real fundamental
Yes.
to being able to move forward in any of your dating, relationship building type things. You know.
So yes, confidence building is huge. It is huge.
Yeah.
One thing, this might seem silly to you guys, but I tell this to all my clients, and I think it works quite well actually, is I tell them to put up sticky notes. I say, guys, I want you to write on this sticky note, I am confident, or I am sexy, or this date is going to go great, or say it to yourself in front of a mirror. I think that guys just don't get as many compliments. I don't think that they are affirmed as much. I don't think that they are given as much support. And so, again, I feel very honored to be that person who can tell them like, hey, I'm going to give you permission for you to give yourself permission to be confident. Like, it's okay. It's okay to be confident. It's okay to love yourself. It's okay. Like, just take a second and just accept that and breathe it in, and, give yourself that space for it. So that's something that I like to do with all my clients who I can tell need it. Yeah.
Nice.
That positive self-talk thing, I think that does hit the nail on the head for a lot of guys, where people, especially in this day and age, post-COVID in 2026, a lot, specifically men, they might be by themselves if they're not working the entire day.
Yeah.
And if they're working from home, they might not see a single living person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah. Dang.
Yeah.
What about for like your girl clients then? Like your ladies? What are things you're suggesting to build a lady's confidence up? I'm just curious, both sides of the coin.
For my female clients, somehow it's a bit different. I feel that it is less confidence building and it is more of redirecting them. So I feel that it's more of like, this is the places where you should be. This is kind of where you need to put yourself. For those women, usually for my female clients, they're very beautiful and they have a good head on their shoulders. They're just kind of not exactly sure where to look. It's more about, for them, it's more about picking someone I think that they feel comfortable with choosing as well. So it's more about telling them where they can find this particular partner that they're seeking.
Oh, so you're saying go to different places to be seen. That's like a big, like a place that
like a mating market, meaning like no, like this is like sociological term.
Okay.
No, like there's an actual, there's a supermarket for men. No, but it's like a mating market where it's like, hey, if you are looking for a certain type of guy, but you're only in like a tech space, you might want to go somewhere else or like pick up some type of activity that allows you to meet, like that type of advice.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, got it.
I do the same thing for the men too as well, though.
Sure.
Like if they are particularly looking for a girl who's very fit, I'm very blunt with my guys. I say, hey, tell me exactly what you want. Like I don't want you to be like politically correct. Just tell me your type. And so they tell me.
So they'll feed you fake answers at first, like, oh, I want like she needs to be strong, and smart, and like and a woman.
Yeah.
But that's actually not what they want at all, right? Like sometimes.
I think sometimes I think the guys can be a little shy to open up at first, and so I always preface with, hey, just so you know, this time is for you and I. And my goal is to help you get to your goal. So what is your goal? And tell me, I ask them a series of questions just so I understand them better.
So they blur out like, all right, I want a big booty baddie.
Yeah, and if they say that, I will say, go to the gym, meet her there.
Okay.
Love
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, like, it's funny you bring up the gym. So I think for a lot of people, specifically for men, approach anxiety is a big thing, right? Where it's like they have a hard time, like, just going to a stranger or whatever. And like, would you say that how would you break it down to a client where it's like, in regards to where you meet them and how you meet them, right?
So it's very important for me to know, like, upfront, okay, what type of women are you looking for? So then if they say, okay, I want a smart woman, okay, what type of smart? There's different kinds of smart. And so if they do say, like, I want a girl in tech, I'll say, okay, have you gone to networking events in San Francisco? Then they say, I've tried that. I say, okay, well, have you gone to maybe you might want to stick around like Soma, or that's just a neighborhood within San Francisco. That has like there's a lot of founders there, but you may find some tech girls. Go to the coffee shops during the day. Like you're going to find a lot of like founder types. Okay, not your thing. Have you tried that? No, I don't like those type of girls. Okay. Well, what type of smart do you like? Okay, well, I just want her to be like creative. Okay, great. Then you need to be going to these art museums. Have you seen? There's this event happening this weekend. I'll send you the particle right now. Essentially, so it's important to know. I need to know like the requirements up front, essentially. Yeah.
I see. But like specific to the idea of approach, like some people, they'll go there, but then they'll see all these people and they don't go say hi to anyone.
Yes.
Right. How would you kind of coach through that? Or like, would you even, and then on the flip side, you have aggressive people where it's like, I've literally been in a gym and I've seen guys just beeline girls on the elliptical and they'll be like asked for, and like, I think intuitively that would seem like, that seems inopportune or like lacking of tact. But like some guys, they're like, well, you told me to be at the gym. Like, and then that's how they interpret it. Right.
I would actually prefer the guys do that than the first one.
Interesting.
It's true. Rather than someone who's completely passive.
That doesn't.
Yes.
It's easier to self-course correct someone who's like this compared to passivity. Okay.
I would just recommend for the guys to try. I mean, come on, guys. Like, we're all humans. Like, I know it's so easy to say, like, I always get like, Domo, you don't get it. You don't get it. Trust me, I get it. I post every day on social media. I'm getting rejected all the time. I go up to people for interviews. I get rejected constantly. You have to be okay getting rejected. It's okay. It's fine. And so, I just do it. Do it. And so I would say if you see a woman that's cute at the grocery store, like just find something. You can just go up to her and say, like, I actually think the lowest friction way is to literally just say, hey, I think you're cute. I was walking by. What's your name? I think it's easy. I think it's like there's no planning.
No pickup lines. None of that. Yeah.
It's easy. Like men have approached me this way and it's very low pressure actually. Because there's no awkward staring. There's no pressure. He just like went for it, And so I recently posted this video where I say, don't think, just do.
Wow. A lot of times it's just too much thinking for your potential clients, right? Yeah.
So interesting. I have a lot of single friends that are asking me these things too. So it's interesting to meet someone else who is like inundated with these kind of like responses. Like usually what I say to friends is like, or people I know, is just like, just compliment something about what they're wearing. Like, cause the look seems very, it's very generic. And I mean, I guess it's cool, but I imagine if someone's like, "Oh, I like your shoes," you know, if a guy was like, "I like your shoes," it could be a conversation starter. But if you're like, I don't know if you're cute. What's your name? I feel like I don't know. I don't know if that really starts a whole conversation.
It's also how you say it too, right?
I think so. I mean,
Yeah.
you have to follow up. You can't just say you're cute, what's your name, and then walk away. Like,
Or stare
okay.
like
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that's good though. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think it's great. Like, my thing is that everyone has their own technique, right? Like, the way you approach a woman at the grocery store is going to be entirely different, maybe, from how you approach women, from how I would approach a guy.
True.
Everyone has their own style.
Does Mark approach a woman at the grocery store?
I knew you were gonna bring something else like that. I'll sidle up, be like, oh, nice, and then I'll point out. But out of curiosity, like, what do you think are the main problems that you just notice straight off the bat? Like, besides like just them either not approaching or being too aggressive, because you already laid those two things up, but like common themes you see over and over again.
A common thing that I think I see is that I think some of my guys see women purely as sex objects, honestly. And so I think that it's important to remind them, like, women are human. And so
Oh my goodness.
it sounds silly, but the women are just humans as well.
Yeah.
And so just get to know them as a friend. I know some of you guys don't want to be friend zoned, but I think that you have to approach them as a human first. And so I think if you can do that, that would be very good. And so I think that's just a common theme I see, is that I think the guys get too excited about the possibility of intimacy, and then they just kind of skip over like steps A, B, and C, which are acknowledging that it's just a person at the end of the day. So get to know them as people.
What do you think about the friend zone? I'm glad you brought that up, because that term, I think in the past it used to be supercharged. Now it's kind of like dismissive, where like, oh, you're a simp or whatever. And it doesn't hold as much emotional trauma that I think it used to hold, because I think there's like almost two competing understandings of friend zone, where it's like friend zone is like almost a Trojan horse method that guys try to get with a girl by being her friend. And then
At the right time.
yeah, at the right time, they're like, ha ha.
Yeah.
So there's that side of the spectrum. But then I would also notice from the other side of the spectrum, it's like friendship happens and there might be some mutual attraction, but then it's like they didn't go into it to try and Trojan horse it. So you have almost like two completely different points of view. And one is like assuming nefarious intent, and one is assuming like it's almost like self-victimizing, like, oh, I didn't know this was gonna happen, and now I love her, maybe she doesn't love me, like that type of situation. Like, how do you approach that? Because that's actually two completely, it's not even different sides of the spectrum, it's almost like two completely different levels or dimensions, right?
Okay. So for the victim side, I would say that I think one way to frame it is that, guys, I always say that women maybe don't like nice guys, because I think that the term nice guys can be actually a bit manipulative, right?
Sure.
I think nice guys can go into it with a nefarious intent, and then the woman can sense that a lot of the time. So I think, oh gosh, sorry, I backtracked so much that I forgot the point. Wait.
No, I'm just curious, like you. So you have these two.
Please.
You have two.
It's
No,
cool.
no. These are two completely different levels, and like one assumes like just very direct nefarious intent, where it's a Trojan horse, and then you have
Okay,
a
I
lot of
remember.
self-victimizing guys where they honestly didn't expect to fall for a girl, and then it ends up happening, but then they feel like, oh, damn it, I should have been more direct, but I didn't even like her like that before.
Okay.
Right?
Okay, so basically, I always say that girls don't like nice guys. They do like kind guys, though. And so what that means is that, yes, you have to be a guy who is kind by design, right? Like, that's just who you are as a person. But not just kind to women, not just kind to grandmas, but also kind to yourself, right? Like, kind to everybody. And so that does include yourself. And so when I say that, you don't put yourself in a situation where you're tortured every day. And every day you just hate your life because you're so in love with this person.
Burning a torch. That's what they used to call it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's just, if you're so miserable, like, you also deserve just as much as you're trying to protect the friend's feelings, maybe, you deserve to let this person know how you feel as well. So if you're in the situation where you feel that you're stuck in the friend zone and you are going back and forth on whether you should or shouldn't tell them and you want to tell them, I think it's definitely okay to tell this person how you feel and to share your feelings with them. I think that takes you out of a self-torturous cycle. Yes. But if you don't want to tell them, so there's the victim side. So we've addressed that. And there was the side where people go in with perhaps the intention of just waiting for that moment. I mean, honestly, if you are a guy who's interested in a woman in your friend circle, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think that's fine. I mean, things happen. You know, if you started off as friends and now you like this person, I mean, there's no shame in that. You know what I mean? And so I think that's totally fine.
I think touching on like differences of mentality, what a lot of guys probably like, what probably causes a lot of the red pill stuff is that they don't know what to do with the emotional after effect when they profess feelings or when they take a chance, right? Where the rejection is either way too humiliating or they just don't know what to do with the emotions, right? Because I think for a lot of guys,
doing something like some big action, like
because I think for a lot of guys it's like an epic event, like they think they're slaying a dragon, but from a girl's perspective, like
this is a little too much.
It's too much. Yeah,
you know, don't go to the club and buy this whole, you know, table bottles all for this girl. And she's like, I'm just gonna go to some other dude section. You know, like you can't be doing that at the club, Mark. You can't be doing that, bro.
Yeah, I think, honestly, think that guys should be taking more chances, more shots, more chances. I think that would make it hurt less because I do think, now you guys may say this is more red pill. I don't think so. I think it's just, there is an element of like self-respect to it, right? It's like, if someone is not interested in you, that is okay. Like, you are cool. As a man, as a guy who just tried and confessed your feelings, like, you're cool. A lot of guys can't do that. And so if you're a guy doing that, like, you just put yourself out there. Good for you. And if it didn't work, on to the next. Like, I'm sorry. On to the next. It's fine. It's fine. There's more women out in the world. And if she's not interested in you, that means she's interested in somebody else. So now it's time for you to be interested in somebody else.
I think that's like a very difficult thing for a lot of guys to take. I'm curious what you think about this. Because like, this probably gets discussed a lot in guy circles, at least older dudes, where it's like, or in a previous generation is what I mean. It's like, is the best approach the constantly hack away approach, where you focus on, like, we'll use the example of like forest for trees, right? You focus on one tree in the forest and you hack away. You keep on hacking away and you hope that the tree falls down, or like your focus is on trying to chop down that tree. Or some people will use the example of like you hack at all these different trees, and like, so if you remember Sound of Music, like freaking like Julie Andrews like dancing around and just chopping all the trees. So go at a lot of trees or focus on one tree. How would you advise your clients?
It's totally up to them. It's entirely up to
okay
them. Oh yeah.
Say more.
So
like there's no single right way to go about it.
Correct. And if you want to do all the above, that's fine. Life is about balance. I mean, seriously, like life is about balance. There is no one rule, because it depends, right? It all depends. Like, okay, who is this woman? Like, what is she? What is she to you? Like, what type of person? Do you see this going long term? Like, what do you mean by long term? 1 year, 5 years? Is she wife material in your eyes, right? To put it, not to label things. I don't really like these hot words either, these buzzwords. But, you know, does she want kids? Do you want kids? How important is that to you? And so it depends. And if she is so much of this match for you, then sure, you can devote all your time to this person, sure. But if this person is just a potential, you've known her for a week, you think there's possibly a potential, sure, get to know her, but I would not stop exploring other options a week in for this person that potentially, I mean, you don't know anything about her, really, you know. What
it could be a projection in your mind, right?
Yeah, true for guys and women, right? Like, you don't know. They could be putting on the perfect show, as everybody does. Everybody does this. Women do this, men do this, you know. Everyone's on their best behavior in the beginning. So I think it's good to do a mix of things at the same time.
Have you seen Singles Inferno? Are you keeping up?
Oh, I saw a couple episodes. I haven't seen the most recent season, but I've seen clips.
Man, there's it's interesting because there is I think it's like episode 8. It's like kind of deep into the season. We're like season 5. There are two guys who like the same girl, and there's a reason to this whole story.
I like the guess.
Yeah. And I mean, it's low key kind of a spoiler, but at this point, like, I don't think people really care. So one guy, he's like this like big strong dude, but he's like finally got to go on the paradise date with her, and the whole time he's just like, oh my God, you're so pretty. Oh, this is like a dream. Oh my God, it's so cute when you do that, and oh my God, I can't believe. Oh, you're so cute. Oh God. And you see her slowly, her interest for him just starts to fade with each single compliment. And I'm watching this episode and I'm like, what are you doing? Stop talking.
Fumbling.
I'm like, bro, you're fumbling so hard right now. You literally won the game and did all this heroic shit to get her to this date.
Wow.
And all you can do, you have nothing else to talk about, but just be like, oh my God, I love your hair. I love your ears. You know?
Oh man.
Versus there's another guy who I mean he also I think won, or they got to go to paradise, and he's so playful and very flirty. He's doing the gentleman thing, but he's not like trying to cater to every single need, you know? He'll be like, hey, like they were in the pool scene or whatever, and he was like, you know, are you gonna come over this side? She's like, no. And there's this whole tension, interaction. They're like looking at each other. And then she's like, no, you come over here. He's like, no. And then eventually he's like, maybe I'll just start going over this side. And there's this whole dance that happens. And I haven't seen past those episodes, but I think that's those two contrasts are interesting, because I think for a lot of guys, from what I've seen, they might be able to get the first date, but keeping the girl or continuing on and building a relationship, I feel like is just as difficult for a lot of dudes, because I'm noticing there are a lot of dudes whose only goal is to get a girlfriend, or their only interest is, you know, I want to become a boyfriend. And I'm just curious, like, what are the things that you suggest to like keep developing one's character, your clients, you know, like what are you suggesting usually?
So it's a great question. So for a lot of my clients, they typically have a woman in mind already that they're interested in. And so they already come to me with a scenario. And so what I say is, honestly, women are quite different, I think. I mean, in some ways not, but in some ways they are, right? So what one woman likes, another may not like. And so what I always tell my clients to do in these scenarios is I say, okay, I want you to look back. I think of things in kind of decision trees. And so I say, look back. What are the times that she rewarded you? And I know that word might sound funny, but people sometimes are very like unconscious about what they reward, right? So again, I'm results driven. And so what did she reward you with? Like when? Look back. Like I want you to sit down. I want you to look back at your history with her and pinpoint the moments where she became affectionate with you, or where, you know, you guys did have a moment that was like very strong. What did you do? How did you elicit this reaction from her? What was it? And now do it 10 times more and iterate and iterate and iterate and like try different things in that same bracket. And so that's what I tell them to do essentially, because, you know, each woman is kind of different in what she might like.
Holy shit. I am legitimately impressed, man. Well, like, on that note, cheers.
Oh,
like,
okay, very nice.
Doing the Lord's work.
Hey, this is gonna be helpful for a lot of guys.
Yeah, for
hey,
sure.
cheers.
Thanks to Chief Forest, our sponsor for this show. These are sparkling beverages, 0 calorie. Cheers.
Cheers.
I'm having the strawberry. You're having, let's see.
I got
peachy. Ooh,
I got the white peach.
Delicious. No, but seriously, like, I think knowing your background, like, you put it in a way that I have literally never heard any coach put it that way. Like, I've never heard a coach, like, specifically in this arena, use the word iterate in that particular format.
True.
And I was saving this question later to kind of like see how you respond, but I don't even feel like I should ask the question. But I'll ask it just to show you how impressed I am. So what I was going to ask is, like, some guys would say, just like you would never ask the prey how to catch them, like you should never ask women for relationship advice. But
don't ask the fish how to get caught.
Yeah, exactly.
Just ask a fisherman.
But to me, that's awesome. Like, your response to James's question, Like I have literally never heard it put that way before. So I mean, did you want to respond to that question anyways? like the whole like don't ask a fish how to be caught.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like you've already answered that with how you give advice. But do you have a stock answer for that?
For that statement about how I feel about it?
Yeah.
I don't. I mean,
I am who I am.
and I think that's a true standing on business. I know ball question like answer where it's like I don't need to prove to you. I need to validate my credentials to you. So respect. No, seriously.
oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. I mean, and you have your unique perspective. So like, you can't a guy will give a different type of response, and you don't have to give the same response as a dude would. You're you. You know. So.
Yeah.
Dang. What about for like did I interrupt you?
Oh no. I was just gonna say I do get a lot of like comments, like hate comments like that, and I just think it's quite funny. I do. Because yes, exactly right. Like, and I think it's silly. I think it's silly because me as a woman, I want to hear guys' opinions on dating a woman as well. I think it's very insightful.
Yeah.
It's extremely insightful, right? Like if I just ask other women how to date men, sure, they'll give me their opinions, but I want to hear from a man as well about what he's thinking, what other men are thinking. So I think that there's a lot of important information to be tapped.
True. You're missing on like half.
Yeah.
Like a half of wisdom that could be accessed if you're not asking the ladies. Yeah.
And as a quick aside, before you get to your question, I think the framework of like prey and hunter or fish and fisherman, it's just like that's not human beings. So like,
true.
There's an inherent error in that thinking already. So
yeah,
But I love your confident. Be like, I don't give a fuck. Yeah. That's
what
a
about
great
for
answer.
like? Okay, here's something that I just thought of that I talk about with my friend girls who are single. Sometimes that, especially in California, there are a lot of Asians here. So specifically my Asian friends who are girls, they'll be like, I can't find no Asian guy that I like, you know?
Damn.
You know, or they just, you know, don't have as much luck, I guess, as they had hoped for. And something that I low-key say, I'm like, you know what? Maybe you just need to expand your pool, you know? Instead of just Asian, maybe expand to other races. You know, do you ever give that kind of advice, or am I out of pocket for saying that?
No, not at all. I think so. I think when it comes to racial preferences, I think everyone should be sure, everyone is like entitled to like their preference, yes. But I don't think there's anything wrong about opening up your pool. I recommend that to my clients all the time. I think of dating like as a as a funnel essentially. And so if you're not meeting enough people like at the top of the funnel, then you need to increase the funnel. And so so me moving from Milwaukee to Arkansas to here in San Francisco, I've essentially seen different markets. And so I think that if the person is not seeing success in their market, if they can move, I think moving is nice. Or you can also like open up your location on the apps. And so maybe they can do that. But opening up to different ethnicities, sure. Like I think that's perfectly, yeah, why not? Yeah.
On the flip side, I feel like a lot of Asian women also get like kickback or a lot of like flack for specifically that, where it's like, oh, you have opened the funnel, but it's the white funnel, right? Or like the Oxford study, all that stuff. What do you think about that? Because I'm sure you get approached a lot about that too, where it's like, or do you? Like, is there a like specific issue where like there are clients that like Asian clients are saying like, oh, like all the girls I like they don't like Asian men, or on the flip side, like people even like demonizing you, like you're helping like white guys get Asian girls or whatever, like all that.
Yes.
All of the above.
Oh, snap.
Well, actually, okay, so I get a lot of kickback, even though I've never like openly stated like my dating background or anything like that. I get a lot of those comments, which always makes me side eye and question why.
Yeah.
But as far as my clients go, I've actually never gotten that from, and I do have a decent amount of Asian clients as well. They never say that. So I think that I obviously have heard of like the Oxford study, yes.
Yeah.
But I think times are changing. I think things are different now. which is good. Just for Asians in general, like Asian women, I think, are becoming more mainstream. Asian men are becoming more mainstream, and so I'm very like proud and happy about that because, you know, I'm not a fan of that, the negative connotation that might follow some of like both the Asian men and the Asian women, right?
The fetishization and all that, right?
Well, that's a little trickier, but
say more, yeah.
Okay. I'm not the biggest fan of how I feel that it is normalized sometimes for maybe some women to say openly like, oh, I don't like prefer like this race. I don't like hearing that repeatedly because at some point it's like, why do you feel the need to say this?
Yeah, like
that's true.
No one needed to know.
Yeah, like I just don't.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of that at all. But like I said with my clients, I'm not hearing this problem actually. I think that times are different. I think Asian men are in right now, and so
Stock is up.
Yeah, stock is very much up.
Okay.
So I'm very happy about that, and so yeah, I have a lot of pride. You know, it's like my brothers, my dad is Asian, and so yeah, it's very good. I love it.
Do you remember hearing in the past where that would be used like on the opposite way, where this is something that I think James and I grew up with, where it's like, oh, I can't date Asian guys. They're like my brother. And I've always felt like I have literally only heard that from Asian women. Yeah.
That's what
it's like so strange.
I wonder, because, you know, I have heard that as well. And so I wonder where that comes from. And I wonder if it's about, so when I lived in Arkansas, there were no Asians.
Yeah.
Like, I'm telling you.
So I hear. So we hear.
Yeah, like I would be at a Walmart. I would be like hunting for other Asians. Like I'd be like, is there any others here? Like, is it
Where are they?
yeah. And so I wonder if that's where it comes from, you know, like
maybe.
because there weren't other Asians around. Like maybe I don't know. Maybe they did feel that way. I'm not sure. But I have to say on the flip side, you know, I also am not, as a receiver of those comments as well. Like guys, the girls are able to pick whoever they want to pick. You know, like if they do prefer a certain race, that's totally fine. Just like how if an Asian man says he only dates or likes certain races, that's fine too. You know, I would never crucify him as well. So I think that we need to have more respect for each other on both sides, I think. True. And I think that also, like, let me know what you guys think about this. But I think that commenting Oxford study all the time on these people's like social media.
Oxford study.
Yeah, like is that helping her? It's a bit racist, by the way. Like just the same way the reverse is racist can be. And so let's stop saying that. I hate that term. It's a bit silly.
It's very like pointed. It's very attacking. Yeah. It's
like, are we segregating people? Is that what that is? Like.
What I'm hearing from you is like you shouldn't want people that don't want you in the first place.
Yes. Oh, for sure.
Like be confident in who you are and recognize that you have inherent value, and that if someone else doesn't see that, well, fuck them.
Oh,
like,
entirely.
It's their issue, not yours.
Yes, 100%. Yeah. To kind of go off of that. So like living in Arkansas, actually, as an Asian woman, it was not a benefit there in Arkansas. Dating as an Asian woman was not seen as a good thing. So I moved to the Bay, and being an Asian woman in the Bay is a good thing. Like I'm just saying, like the market value has gone up.
The stock has tripled.
Yeah, it has.
You're Nvidia now, like
we're up.
I'm up. Like the respect, the understanding is just there. And
so great, dude.
You would think in Arkansas, you know, you would think them white and black boys, they like, you know, they like them Asians, they like the Linglings, and you know, that's what I'm told.
They do, but it's like in such a derogatory way. It's like
for sure
they don't understand. Yeah, that is more of like you're almost like you're dehumanized to just like, oh, Asian, this is Asian, you know, like little.
It's true. Yo, what was the in Rush Hour the daughter's name? What was what's her name?
I don't even remember.
The girl, you know, huh? No.
Juntao's the villain.
No, the villain. No, the daughter. Remember, she has. Is her name like Ling? Oh,
maybe.
God.
Yeah.
No, someone was like, "Yo, you look like some dude on the street was commenting on an Asian girl that you look like," and then it was the name of the daughter. But I was like, "Did you just call her a child?" Like Soo Young.
Very stereotypical.
Yeah, it's very. It was
thing.
like, dang girl, you look like Soo Young, and I'm like,
that's disgusting.
That's weird.
Bro.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, streets are weird. Yeah.
Dude, like, I love the way your mind works with all this stuff. Like, we have so many. At least I have so many questions, but just to go over like some stuff that I'm sure a lot of people are curious about. What do you think about leagues? Do they exist? And how would you advise clients to regard the idea of leagues?
When you say leagues, do you mean like, oh, he or she's out of your league?
Yeah,
That kind of thing? I think like that phrase in itself can be a little bit reductive, but I do think there's a little bit of truth in it, right? Like just like how for you or me, like there's women you guys wouldn't date, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's just what it is. Like if I'm sure there's been times where like maybe a woman has liked you and you guys are just like, I mean, she's cool, but not my thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so yes, so okay, this might be reductive as well, but I do see people as in terms of
Just say it. We love it.
okay, I see people in terms of like stats. Okay, everyone has like different stats. So as a woman, right? Maybe there's like intelligence is one stat. Maybe there's looks. Maybe there's personality, humor. Maybe there's education. There's family. These are all stats essentially.
True.
And so if I, for example, like if I am maxed out, let's just say on humor, right? Which I actually don't know if I'm very funny, but if I were maxed on humor, perhaps I could be a little bit more relaxed on like maybe I don't know, maybe being book smart, right? Like I don't.
I see.
Yeah, and so I think that people should not see this as a negative. I think that again, like I'm very results driven. So you are who you are, and so if you can max like the stats you do have, the things you're good at, that would be great. Your weaknesses, sure, like add to it as much as you can, but yes, there's going to be people who feel that you are not their type. And if that is the case, then make yourself better. Yeah.
True. Very true.
Liking this advice, right? Like
Yeah.
just giving great advice.
Yeah.
And then just apps as a whole. How would you advise? Like, how do you talk to people when they're like, I don't like apps, or like I feel like my profile is all like it could be better. Like, how do you go about that? Because I feel like a lot of people are just naturally good at that because maybe they have good stats in some ways, and then there's some people where it's like they just can't seem to get it right,
I actually get this quite a lot in my client calls. This is like a big thing that we go over.
Yeah.
And so I would say for the apps, photos are probably going to be very high up there. That's going to be very important. So I would say that if you can, get someone to take better photos. I mean, if you have a female friend, that would be great. Usually women are good at seeing like what other women like. So if you have a female friend, ask her to take photos of you, tell her to use her female gaze and, make you look good. I think this is something I really recommend. I've had guys ask me, should I hire a photographer? Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Why not? If it can improve your dating prospects, I think that will greatly increase a person's quality of life to have good romantic prospects. And so I highly recommend it. I think it's totally fine to do that. As far as prompts, I think prompts are less important, but still can be a hindrance if they're not good. This is more true on Hinge versus Tinder. Tinder is very photo driven. So for Hinge, you're going to want to have a little bit more thoughtfulness added to the prompts. But yeah, it's something we go through. For photos, there's a lot of little rules that I have for photos that I tell my guys.
Okay. Is there a paywall to hear them?
Yes, you must subscribe to. Just
Hey,
kidding.
man, we should do that. Like, this is privileged information.
Wait, actually, yeah.
Yeah.
We need some sort of paywall at some point, huh?
But what can you share in regards to like?
Oh, I'm just kidding. I'll share it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
okay.
Very generous. Of you. Thank you.
So it may seem silly, but something that is going to be more universally liked across all women, I think, is obviously quality photos is number one. If it's a blurry photo, it kind of signals like a lack of resources. Everybody should have an iPhone, or not an iPhone, but like Android, something. Like, we live in 2026. Like, come on, like everybody has a phone. All the cameras are pretty good, and so decent quality photos. If every photo is just a selfie in the bathroom, that's not great.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that.
Yes, I do see that.
It's giving like loner
love it.
vibes.
Yes, too loner.
Oh,
Much,
man.
too
They're
much.
staring like intensely. at
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
I see that
jeez.
Um,
It hurts.
Yes, something a little bit more picky, but something you guys might not agree with this. But this is a hot take, okay? But something a little bit more universally liked that I think is not wearing like super bright patterns or zigzags or neon. If you can just dress classy.
Don't dress like a clown.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
a good idea not to dress like a clown.
What about
Yeah.
like tank tops?
Tank tops?
Are we liking bro tank tops or fish photos?
Are you trying to see more skin, less skin?
It
Yeah.
depends. It depends. If
Depends
it's done,
on what type of skin,
it dep-
type of muscles.
yeah. If it can be done classically, like I would
Mm.
say it's better. Like if you're gonna do like a shirtless pic, if you're at the beach, right? Like if you're at the beach running,
Makes
it's kind
sense.
of it makes
Yeah.
sense, right?
Uh-huh.
Or if you're in a group photo, everyone's just like posing, you're shirtless, okay. But if you're taking a selfie in the bathroom and you're shirtless, it's just a
Kind
little.
of creepy. Yeah.
It's just a little like cliche. It's like, ugh, okay, I know what he's here for.
Yeah.
You know,
True,
that's
true,
what
true,
I
true.
think.
Okay.
Yeah, and so it just depends on setting. So if you're gonna do a little bit of that, make sure you make it more like in a setting that's socially acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
and dress nice. Go on if you have access to a boat, go on a boat. I know this may seem silly, but like it's okay. It's all marketing. Like
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah.
Same thing, like if you guys see a woman and she's just every picture is just like a low quality dark selfie, like you're like, oh god, who is this girl?
Kind of scary.
Kind of scary.
Yeah.
So the apps are all marketing. It is your marketing page. Yeah.
Ooh.
You're putting it in very succinct terms, but I'm sure a lot of people have never heard it this way. So, again, much appreciated. You seem to come at things in a very like psychological focused way. Are there like books or resources that you'd recommend to people generally, where it's like if they're trying to better themselves, as James was talking about, and of course better their dating lives?
Not to self promote here, but I did write a book on this, guys.
Oh, let's go.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
What are the chances?
So, link is in my Instagram bio.
Okay.
Yes, where essentially I share all my frameworks. So,
Oh,
yeah,
very
all
cool.
the secrets, things that I haven't shared on the podcast yet.
Whoa, okay, nice tease.
Yeah.
It feels like it's like you're being invited to a private club.
Yes, I did. I did notice that.
Yeah. Do you
Oh.
know what the experience of being part of a private club or any of that?
Wait, tell us more, Mark.
Well, one of our sponsors, Hidden Hills Club, actually, is a private club that you can join if you're interested in learning how to be part of the Hidden Hills Club. So again, go to hiddenhills.club to find out and join the club. But yeah, you do have something else to share, right? Because I see that recognition, or maybe not. I do know you have an AI project that can help people even more directly if they don't have time to book or resources to book like a full-on session, right?
Yes, yes. So coaching with me, it one-on-one coaching can add up essentially. So I do have a product that I built myself. I did have a little bit of technical help, but I primarily built this by myself using my frameworks and using the book that I wrote as well. So essentially you get 24 access to AI Domo using resources that I've written myself. I've validated that this product works. I'm actually quite proud of it. And so it's available 24/7. So if you guys are interested, it's askdomo.ai. If you just put that into the URL, yeah, you can ask it any dating related question and it'll give you a pretty good answer.
AskDomo.ai.
Yes,
All right,
exactly.
you heard it here. Dang.
Do you like test it out and like ask questions and then see if it would give an answer that you would exactly give out, and it does?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Sometimes better. Sometimes better than me.
What?
Yes.
That's really neat.
Yeah, no, I'm super proud
Machines
of
are
it.
coming. Okay,
Oh,
wow.
they're coming.
Yeah,
Oh.
for sure.
Yes.
Wow. So, yeah, like my mind, like I'm that gif of like.
I know he was so mind blown. He didn't even notice my attempt to do a seamless plug earlier.
What was that?
Me talking about the clubs at the table, dude.
Oh, my
I was trying to,
goodness.
because we try to like incorporate it like seamlessly into our conversation. And do you remember that, John? I'm like, bro, I'm trying to alley-oop this, you know,
Live
this
TV. Live TV has issues, but
we just had to say, yeah. But this is how I know he was just like impressed or like very like you know, he's just like,
I was like, what does this girl know? But you know a lot.
hey, yeah,
Domo knows ball.
yeah.
Thank you, guys.
But okay, and you don't have to go into tons of details, but just out of curiosity, how is your own life in that regard? Like, because like sometimes it's easier to be a teacher than a student. Sometimes it's like the student becomes the teacher because they've done so well. Like, how would you like stand on business in that regard? Or how would you be like, hey, I know because I've been through it?
Yeah. So a lot of my videos are personal anecdotes that I have gone through as well.
Oh, they're not made up stories. They're not AI Domo generated
No.
prompts. They're real stories.
I can say that every single time that I've said like this has happened to me, it has happened to me. Every time that I've said that.
Okay.
But sometimes I share like friend stories. Sometimes I'm not saying every story is like mine. Sometimes I share like, oh guys, this is a rule. But when I have said like this happened to me, it has happened to me. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But in terms of standing on business, yes. So for my own personal dating life, I think that for me, I am like very committed to this right now. I am extremely committed to this. So I think I'll probably stay single for a little while just so I can really make sure I provide value to my clients. And I think it's important for me to stay sharp in this field. So I will.
True.
Salute your sacrifice.
Yes.
I know. You gotta test the data out. Make sure it's correct. Okay. Respect.
Interesting. So, well, getting into like regional questions. Being down here in Southern California versus NorCal, what differences have you noticed? Because like maybe you can confirm this terrible joke I've heard from up in the Bay Area where it's like they call girls that go up to the Bay 4 to 9ers. Have you heard of that?
God, yes, I've heard of that.
Oh, yeah.
Where like
it's pretty mean.
Like they'll say like a LA 4 is a Bay Area 9 because of just like the gender imbalance and all that.
I mean, I will say this. I think that a lot of the women in San Francisco are actually quite beautiful, but I just don't think beauty is prioritized there, like almost in the slightest. And
For sure.
so
I can see that.
I think that a lot of the times, like they don't try as hard. So because of that, it's just people can perceive it as like, oh yes, maybe like they're not a 9, but in San Francisco they are. But I think it's almost more of a like it's just not as important there to be beautiful. It's more important to be smart. And so because of that, like their focus is not there. I think if they allocated all their time that they spend on building and being brilliant and creating $1 million companies, I think that they would be just as beautiful if they wanted. I think it'd be very easy for them to do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like answering the challenge, like it's a competitive thing almost, right?
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, just like in Miami, like the currency there is beauty, I would say. Like maybe like, are you voluptuous? Are you beautiful? Are you popular? That is the currency there, and so people maximize that down there. It's just different in San Francisco.
Wow. Man, I honestly feel like we can go for a while because I have so many questions in regards to all this stuff, but
It's true.
as you're thinking about something to finish with, I have a final question before we really wrap things up, which is like, looking back at everything that you've been developing, whether it's from the app, the book, your newfound career, and all your experiences, how are you experiencing and enjoying life right now? Because I feel like a lot of times when you're in this position where you're constantly dishing and helping other people out, people don't ask you how you're doing and all that. So how are you doing, Domo? And maybe something we can introduce in a future segment of the show. What does your name mean and how do you own it?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great question. Thank you for asking, Marco. So my Hmong name is Gandu, and what it means is like the first ray of sunshine in the morning. You know, like when you see that first
the
break
of
light.
dawn. Wow.
Yeah. And so I think for me, something I really enjoy is just getting outside, spending some time with myself, and essentially making sure that I'm taken care of. And I think, you know, with this new career that I found, something that I realized is important is that I have to stay happy. I have to make sure that I am taken care of because it affects my clients, whether or not my life is going well. So I think really prioritizing that I'm taking care of myself has been important. Yeah.
Great.
Wow.
Yeah.
Anything else, sir?
Man. Well, I think it would be like Hmong related, like, but I feel like that could be a whole nother episode, huh?
Yeah.
Dang.
How often are you planning to come back to LA?
Yeah, I know.
I think I'll be back quite often.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
very nice. Yeah, we can always continue the convo.
Yes.
But yeah.
Well, we'll save all the good stuff for next time. Maybe do a dating like recap in the future.
Maybe we'll bring some of these
see.
single dudes. Maybe we'll do a little game show.
Yeah.
And we'll bring expert Domo.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, collab.
That'd be low-key kind of fun.
For sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
Well, until next time, we do have a gift for you. Thanks to 1587 Sneakers.
Oh,
You got some sneakers.
Oh, you guys are so kind. Thank you.
Special thanks to 1587 Sneakers for providing that. So
Yeah.
it's really a shared kindness.
Please open it
but
up.
that's- Yeah, that is for you. I think we got your size, right? Let me just make sure.
7.5.
Yes.
Ooh, oh my goodness. Oh, these are
Right.
fresh. Oh, I will be wearing these. Oh my god.
Okay, solid, solid.
That is really cute. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
and
You,
then
seriously.
and then always forget to do like a style check, fit check situation.
Okay.
What are you wearing, Miss Domo?
I am wearing a Michael Kors top.
Okay.
Simple, very simple.
All right.
Just a simple bodysuit, and then I actually don't remember where I got the skirt from, but yeah, and
Very nice.
shoes. Actually, I need to get my toes done. Don't look at the feet.
Oh, all right. Yes, ma'am.
California smart
Didn't even
casual.
see him.
Love it. Love it. We like to finish with 3 questions.
Okay, yeah. First question is, who is your local god?
Oh, that's such a good question. I don't know if this is still true. The quickest answer is Greg Cardone. Initially, I wanted to be a real estate mogul, investing mogul. so-
Interesting.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I thought that, you know, he was inspiring. His information that he shared was inspiring for me and very educational. So could still be true.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Okay. Second question. What is your favorite restaurant of all time
Oh,
in the
gosh.
world?
Daeho. I don't know if you guys are familiar, but it's this Galbi Jin. Yeah, I think.
Oh, 갈비찜.
Yeah, I did
Nice.
not say it like that.
Oh.
So good. Oh my gosh.
What is
Where
it
is-
called?
yeah.
Where is it?
It's called Daeho in San Francisco. Oh
Daeho.
my goodness, it's so good.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, I've never heard of
You
it.
guys should
Tejo.
try it.
What? Where is it in? Is it like in the city? Like
What part of SF?
what part
Oh
of SF?
gosh, I think it's actually in Japantown.
Oh,
But it's
okay, very
Korean
nice.
Korean food.
Cool. Okay. Hey, if we're
Good to
ever in
know.
SF, we'll try Tejo.
Yes, let me know if you guys are ever in SF. I'll show you
Okay,
guys around.
we'll do.
sure.
We'll do. Okay, and the last question is, what's your favorite album of all time?
Oh my goodness.
One that you keep coming back to?
Ooh, that's a tough question. Can I pick 2?
Yeah,
Okay.
two's cool.
I actually don't have a favorite album, but my 2 favorite artists are probably going to be Calvin Harris and maybe Mac Miller. I like these 2 artists.
Very nice. Which
Yeah.
albums from them?
I'm really
you
bad
can
about
remember.
albums,
Oh,
actually.
okay.
But I like all their songs.
All there's is there a specific like Mac Miller era or Calvin Harris era you like? Because Calvin Harris you can define his stuff by eras. Like he has a very specific sound, right?
Oh gosh. Okay, so Summer is too basic. It's so popular. I forget the name of it. I
Was
just
it the
saw him.
funk era for Calvin Harris?
It was
Ooh, that's my favorite.
That's
era.
my favorite
for me.
era.
For
Yeah.
Calvin, yeah.
I'm so bad. I just know that every song he's put out, like I love it. But there's one that I really like. Oh, that is good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
probably my favorite. Yeah.
This is gonna really bug me. I want.
It's okay.
Yeah, you can pull out your phone.
Can
if
I
you want.
Yeah, yeah,
Put it.
for sure. We have enough time to
Do we?
to do that. A little Calvin Harris check, but
Yeah.
yeah. As you're looking that up, where can people find you online, Domo?
Oh yes. So I am most prominent on Instagram. So Domo_Vang VANG.
Okay.
I also post on TikTok, and then my TikTok is just Domo Vang, and I'm trying to pick up on X on Twitter. Yes, I think that'd be good for my tech
Okay.
bros out there.
True.
Yeah.
The tech bros do be on Twitter and
Yes.
X.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Calvin Harris?
I don't know if I'll be able to
It's
find
okay.
it. Just,
All good.
I love Calvin Harris.
Love
yeah.
Calvin
All right.
Harris. But Domo, it was so fun having you on the podcast.
Seriously.
Honestly, very encouraging. Like these young Asian Americans, they really do be changing things, man. I am so impressed.
That's right.
I am so
right.
impressed.
You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much for having me. You guys are brilliant
sure.
hosts. I'm so happy to be on here. Yeah.
So and kind.
Appreciate that.
And
Appreciate
kind.
that.
Yeah, no, it's true.
For sure. If you like what you see here on Local Gods, please like, subscribe, follow, rate us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, 5 stars, just like the type of coaching that Domo gives, 5 stars. Get on Domo AI or
AskDomo.ai.
askdomo.ai. And yeah, we will see you next week on Local Gods. Peace.
Be easy.